Okay, and we are right now working on the decision table condition. Okay, so already condition is we created this decision table rule condition. So now we will see how to call this inside a flow rule using decision shape. Okay, so we will define a new flow rule, and inside that, so based on the condition we have multiple results. Okay, so first of all we'll take assignment. Means after the start shape we'll give assignment, then we'll give a decision, and from the decision we can give multiple connections. If you have 5 results means we can give 5 connections. We have 2 results means we can give 2 connections accordingly. So we can give multiple connections from the decision shape. Okay, and I have in the condition table now defined some results like 3 results I think. Okay, we automatically, when you define the condition, it will populate the connections automatically. Okay, and accordingly for every connection sometimes we can give a same custom in the real time. Some scenarios they'll give the same custom message, or we can define a separate custom message for each and every connector. Okay, so this one I'll show in the design. Give me 1 second. Okay, so in the next step now we will configure a flow rule. Okay, so process flow we have to configure, and we are creating everything inside the bank class. Okay, from this class we can configure this flow. So from process, open flow, first assignment shape will take. In the assignment connector, give the action name. We created few properties and we have configured these properties inside a section. Add that action name, and immediately after this assignment shape we will give decision. Okay, here give the connections properly. Okay, open decision shape properties. Inside decision shape properties, actually by default type is decision table. From the rule we can call this decision table condition. So condition name is this one, so loan-table1. Click on OK. Now automatically based on the results we have in the condition table, it will give a connections here. Okay, we have to adjust these connections. Okay, by default it will give some, it will throw the connections. What are the connections we have based on the results? Okay, try to adjust these connections. So like this, if we have more results, it will generate more connections. Okay, because from here it and all, it will generate any number of connections we can configure. Okay, actually this connection I need to adjust. I can delete this connector and once again I can add. So here I'm giving the connection. Okay, in the connector properties we'll have the result. Okay, so already we have approve and reject is there. Here I'm going to give the third result, RMA. Okay, now see, after this connection we cannot directly give an end shape, because based on the condition it may go to this one, this one, or this one. Either only one connector only it will execute in the real time. Okay, maybe. So based on the inputs given in the form, it will check the condition, and in these three connections only one connection only will get executed. Okay, and after this connector we can add assignment shape here, because if you want to add any custom message or notification messages, so from the assignment shape only we have to configure. So give assignment shape for after every connector. And if you are using assignment, means compulsory for every assignment some end shape we have to give finally, because every assignment is, if you are adding assignment means compulsory we need to mention the action name here in the connector properties. So here for the remaining connectors also will give after assignment give end connection for every assignment. For reject also similarly. Actually, in the coming sessions, we will see how to add notifications. We can add email notifications for every assignment here. Okay, for approve we can add one email notification. For reject we can add one email notification. For manager approval we can add one email notifications. So right now, if you are adding assignment means compulsory we need to give some custom message. So normally in the real time for all the connections, so we can give a common message like applications has been submitted. So we'll get back to you with the status of the application in the period, like within 5 to 6 working days we'll get back. So here I want to give a separate message in order to identify whether it is executing approve, reject or RMA. I'm going to add three separate messages, and I will configure inside this assignment connector settings. Okay, so three different custom messages I will define inside a section, and here I have to configure the flow action in the connector properties. Okay, keep it like this, keep the flow. Meanwhile, we are going to create three different custom messages for these three. If you want to define any message, we have to create from the section only. Okay, we can use any layout. We can use freeform, smart or dynamic. Any layout we can use. These three layouts: smart, freeform or repeating layout we can use. Sorry, dynamic layout we can use. Just we can type the label. So what are the message you want to define? So in the label option or in the field option we can type the message, and later we can adjust the length and all. So first of all I will define the message. And if you want to set the styles and all, like font size, this one, the adjustment like format of this text. Okay, so we have a settings here. If you go to the settings, we'll have something called presentation tab. Under presentation, go to advanced presentation options, and we have PEGA contains some predefined cell inline style editings. Go to that option. So here we can define the style of this particular label. Okay, like font style, okay, font size, everything, font weight, alignment, color, background color, width of the, so like this, so many options will be there. You can give a try. Okay, just click on save. Okay, you can set so many things, background colors, so text colors and all you can. Similarly, define another two messages, one for reject and one for manager approval. Okay, this time use freeform. Same process. You can go to presentation, advanced presentation options, inline style editing. this message, we can also define notification, email notifications also. That one in the coming sessions while defining notifications and all I will tell you. Create 3 flow actions for these 3 separately. Save them, go to flow now. Okay, open connector settings. And give the names. Now save flow. Now, so first of all it will execute the, so when I run this thing it will display the form. Okay, end user will submit the details in the form, then immediately based on the details given in this, for the fields it will check the condition. Okay, condition decision table it will check, so what are the values we are mapping or what are the values giving in the form. So based on that it will check the condition. If all the values are matching, if any condition, then it will go to that, it will execute the particular result it will execute. Okay, if we have given some 3 results, so based on that if any of the results are not matching, finally it will go to reject only. Okay, so here end logic will apply compulsory, it should satisfy every condition for every property. Okay, then only it will go to this particular approve. Okay, or RMA, otherwise it will execute the reject condition. Now once run this thing, so open the condition once. the salary option, okay, let's give this one range. I'm giving in between 22 to 35,000. A loan amount give in between 3 to 6 lakhs and select loan type as home loan. Now according to the values we are given in this form, now the result must be sent for manager approval. We should get the status as sent for manager approval. Click on submit. Okay. Like once again run the condition, run the flow. Okay. This time give salary in between. So for this condition, auto loan 12,000 to 24,000. So 1,50,000 to 4 lakhs. Now it should give the loan is approved here. Okay, so like this, what are the values we are giving in the means at end user level? What are the values they will give? It will take the input from the end user and it will check the condition. If all the values are matching, so accordingly what are the result we have for that particular condition, it will execute that result. And here how execution will happen means decision table will check single condition at a time. Okay, one condition it will check at a time, and even though if you select any loan type as auto loan here, it will start executing from the first condition line by line. It will check, then it will come to the auto loan condition. Okay, we cannot see it in the backend. Generally it will start executing from home loan even though if you select auto loan in the decision table. Like line by line it will check, okay, one by one it will check each condition. If it is not satisfied, then it will jump to the next condition. For example, if suppose first condition itself is true, then it will not execute, it will stop executing from the second condition. Okay, if first condition itself is satisfied, it will not execute the remaining conditions here. Okay, it will stop executing here itself. Okay, so it will return the result and it will stop the execution. And any of the conditions are not satisfied means, then what are the result we have in the otherwise, it will execute that one. Suppose if I give any results which is not satisfying any condition from the given table, salary I'm giving like 20,000, loan amount 9 lakhs. If I take home loan, okay, no condition is within this range, you will get the option as loan is rejected. Like this, so in the real time more conditions they can define. So here we tried only simple some few conditions only. Same process, if you define multiple conditions also, the execution will be similar. Okay, but in this scenario generally we can go with decision tree. Suppose in the real time same type of issue, same type of scenario you get. Generally if you have multiple types here, means loan type is just some static data is there for the loan type property. See, generally the most suitable one is we can give an OR condition for the loan type property. Okay, and within these options and logic will apply. So within the main property we will define OR condition, and within salary loan amount we will give AND logic. So like that. So here the most appropriate condition for this is, so we can go with the decision tree table, decision tree rule we can go. Okay, so same condition I will show you now. Similar condition I will show you how to define using the decision tree rule. Okay, so for the decision tree, okay, I'm using, there is no need to change the properties. I'm using using the same properties, same section, same flow action, and the same flow. Only thing is, instead of decision table, I will define a decision tree and I will change the condition in the flow diagram. Okay, now you can see the difference between the decision table and decision tree rule. Okay, from the decision category, create decision tree. Here all the conditions are if conditions only. First of all, we have to define the primary property and its types. Then we can continue defining the nested conditions. And in this scenario, loan type is a primary property. Based on loan type, we are defining the conditions. So we have to define the property which contains any static data. So here loan type is a property containing the static data. It can be more than 2 values or 3 values or anything. First of all, we have to define them. Okay, so the options also slightly differ. Here you will not get a table format, you will not get, it is a tree, right? So like a tree branch format, you will get all the options and values. So first of all, you will get a rows and columns like this. Suppose, see, if you click on down arrow, you cannot get any property names. So under the if condition, click on dot option. It will display the names of all the properties inside this class. Now I'm going to select loan type as a main property, and under the loan type we have some static data like home loan and auto loan. Select home loan first. Similarly, I'm adding one more new decision, means one more condition. Add new decision after this one, and once again take loan type, click on dot option, and this time take loan type is equal to auto loan. Now see here, by default between these two conditions, loan type is equal to home loan and loan type is equal to auto loan, or condition will apply. Okay, if you select in the end user select auto loan, means directly it will jump to this condition. If condition, it will jump, and only what are the conditions under this auto loan we have, it will only execute them. It will not execute the conditions inside this loan type is equal to home loan. Okay, but in a decision table, it will start executing from the line 1, okay, till end of the line. It will execute each and everything. But here, based on the value we are selecting under the loan type, it will directly perform OR condition. If you select home loan, it will only execute the home loan conditions. If you select auto loan, only auto loan conditions only it will execute. But so within this home loan, we have to define the conditions, and within the auto loan, we have to define nested conditions. Okay, so again, based on the employee's salary and loan amount, we will define the nested conditions under each loan type. Okay, so we'll see now how to define a nested conditions. So in the home loan, we are having a return option, and if you click on down arrow, some other things like continue and otherwise. Okay, we have to move on adding a new conditions, right? Click on continue. If loan type is equal to home loan, then what are all the conditions you want to give? So under the continue option, we will continue the nested if conditions. Here, okay, similar condition only, okay, but in a different way we will define. So I want to define the range for the salary and range for the loan amount, and I want to return some result for each condition. Same thing we will do in a different way here. Loan, okay, salary greater than equal to, give some range, continue. Salary salary less than equal to continue. Now take loan amount greater than equal to continue. Loan amount less than equal to give some value. Now we can return the result here. Okay, see here, if you want we can map the results in the results tab, or else you can manually type the results here. Okay, in the decision table I showed you how to add the results from the decision in the results tab, and directly it will get in the drop down. If you don't add in the results tab, we can manually also give. Okay, so this total set is one condition here. Okay, from if to till we have given the result, this total set is one condition. Now similar to the decision table, if you want to define the next condition means so here again there is no need to define the loan type. See, we will define the loan type is equal to home loan once only. Again under the home loan we can define any number of nested conditions. But if you want to start again another set of condition under the home loan means again we need to start from the salary. Okay, so again we don't have any option to start here. So what we have to do is, generally wherever the tree ends or the branch ends, the next branch will start from there. See here again we need to start from the salary condition again. So where this branch ends, where the salary is ended, so highlight that row, and what you have to do is add new decision after this one. Okay, click on this row. So from here wherever the salary ends, so from the same row we will start defining the new set of condition again. Okay, wherever this branch ends we have to highlight this row. You can click on add new decision after this one, then we will get a condition row, and from here again we can define the new set of condition, again starting with salary greater than equal to continue. In the real time, what are the conditions you want to define, you will get a requirement specification requirement, you will get accordingly you have to add these conditions. Continue. Loan amount greater than equal to less than equal to. Now we will define some result for this. I'm taking RMA. Now similarly like this we can add any number of conditions under the home loan type is equal to home loan. Now next, if you want to define third set of condition, now in the from the second condition, second set, where this salary is ended, highlight this row, and we have to click on add new this one, add new decision after this one, like this. So from the next set of condition again, so we have to highlight this where this salary ended, again we have to click on add new decision, like this. We can define any number of nested conditions under each type. Okay, now we will define one condition in the loan type is equal to auto loan. Click on continue. Continue. return this result. So generally if you want to add another set of condition, you will highlight this row where salary is ended, you will click on add new decision after this one. Like this you can continue adding more conditions under each type. Okay, now finally if I'm taking otherwise, if otherwise I'm taking a reject option. Okay, now save this condition. And one more thing is here, loan type is equal to, while defining a loan type property, we'll define the static values, right? Home loan and auto loan. See, generally decision tree will not take spaces between the static data. Okay, if you give like while defining the properties values here, if you give home space loan, generally it will not allow in the decision tree. In decision table means it's okay. In a decision tree, if you take a value, static value with spaces, means it will not support in the decision tree conditions. So while defining the values in the loan type or any other property, any static data when you define, don't give any spaces. And if you want to define these values inside a decision tree, means it will not save. We cannot define the, we can define the condition, but while saving this condition it will show some error messages. Okay, if I give spaces for the home loan value or for the auto loan value, it will not support in the decision tree rule. So avoid spaces while defining the static data in the, for any property in the application. Okay, so this is not only for this, anytime any static data if you mention in the decision trees, it will not support spaces for the value. Okay, remember this option. So by mistake if you given a space between these values, if you try to define a condition like decision tree, and when you try to save that condition, it will throw error message like a case mismatch or something. Okay, now condition is saved, and I'm going to the same flow. There is no change in the flow structure. Okay, using the same structure, only change we are doing is from this decision shape properties. By default the type is decision table, right? Select decision tree. Okay, now in the drop down you'll get the name of the condition. Okay, type decision tree, select the condition, and click on OK. Okay, see there is no change in the results. Actually if you give any different results, means we need to change the connector status also. Generally if you are giving any different results in the condition type, okay, we have to change the results in the drop down also. Actually here there is no need to change the result names, we have given the same name. Okay, if there is any change, we have to compulsory update the connector status of this decision shape. Okay, we have to update the result here. Okay, right now it's not required. Generally if you give any different names in the connector settings, we have to change the result here. Now everything is same. Save condition. Now run this flow. Okay, same thing, same condition we defined, but the thing is, only thing you will find the difference is in the decision tree, within the loan type property OR logic will apply, and within the salary and loan amount AND logic will apply. Okay, so that is primarily within these conditions, loan type is equal to home loan and loan type is equal to auto loan, OR logic will apply, and within salary and loan amount AND logic will apply. Okay, so that is the only difference. Generally in the real time, if you get this scenario, I can say decision tree is the most appropriate condition in this scenario. Okay, so decision table, mostly if we we have a single column and only we define any condition for a single property, so we can go with the addition table option. Okay, here if we have a multiple types and if we want to define or condition between the type, then we can go with the addition tree only. Okay, so here when I select auto loan, it will not execute all these conditions. Directly it will jump to the auto loan, and under this what are the conditions we have, it will directly execute them. Okay, so in the real time we'll have some more number of conditions will be there, so execution time will be different when we compare with the decision table and decision tree. Now we'll check once. Okay, so let's give salary range in between 40 and 70 and 6 lakhs to 9 lakhs. We should get the result as sent for manager approval. Okay, like this. We'll test for other one. Okay, this time select auto loan. If you give salary range in between 15 to 35 and below 4 lakhs 50,000. Now we should get the result as approved. Okay, so like this, so it will check the condition and it will give the, so only one output only it will get executed. Okay, so like this, so this is one way. And for these conditions in the next sessions, see, not only this, here we are directly calling the condition, only condition we are calling. And I will tell you one more scenario. So along with the condition we can also define, so for the same properties we can define some expressions we can define. See, right now from the, we are defining a condition and we are calling the condition only in the flow diagram. So but if you want to define expression for the same properties along with the condition, if you want to define expression for the same properties, then we cannot configure this condition inside a flow diagram. Okay, we cannot configure a condition inside a flow diagram, so we need to configure from the activity rule. We have to configure it. We need to configure it in a activity rule. Okay, so map value example also I'll show in this thing only. So first of all, let me so tell you what is this expressions. Expressions again, so expressions means what? Performing calculations. Like suppose if you want to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, average, percentages, like index, count, minimum, maximum, so all these things are expressions. Okay, and here we can define two types of expression in PEGA: fixed expressions and page level expressions. We can define fixed expressions means property level expressions, and in different form. And for the same property, if you want to define multiple expressions in from page to page, if you want to differ means we can define page level expressions. And page level expressions we can define from activity rule, and property level expressions we can define from a declare expressions rule. Okay, if you want to define page level expressions means we can define from the activity rule, and property level expressions if you want to define means we can define within the declare expressions rule. Okay, in the next sessions you will get that one. Now in this scenario, first of all, so when condition plus expression, so in condition plus expression, in one scenario we can use page level expressions, and in another scenario we can go with the property level expression. Okay, see, when you define this condition plus page level expression, we will configure the condition inside activity rule, and when you define condition plus property level expressions, we will configure this condition in the declare expression rule. generally we can call these decision rules in three ways. I told you, in the flow diagram, from activity rule, and from declare expressions. So we already covered one scenario, how to use them in a flow. Directly condition, only condition means we'll call in a flow diagram. Now we'll see another scenario. So along with the condition, how to define a page level expression we'll see now. Okay. So for that, first of all, I'm taking an example using the decision table. Then I'll show it using the decision tree and map value I'll show. So now we are doing condition plus page level expression we are doing right. So for this we have to call this condition plus page level expression, both we have to configure from the activity rule, and the method name for this is, for the decision table, if you want to call means property map decision table is the method name. Property map decision table is the method name. Okay, so first of all I'm going to use a different class now, not this bank class. We'll go back to the previous, that one Paytm class is there, right? Again we'll go back to that and we'll define the condition within the Paytm class. Once refresh Explorer, this time for defining this condition I'm using the coupon code property, and I'm going to define a simple condition. Okay, see, for this simple condition I can use a decision table option directly. Okay, so first of all open the section and see whether coupon code is defined in the section or not. That is inside the home screen section. Okay, already coupon code is there. Next thing is, okay, define a decision table. Just I'm mapping some coupon codes in the results here. Property name is coupon code only directly. Okay, if some values I'm giving, and in return option you can define some results. Okay, simple condition using the coupon code. So I have given some values, and for each coupon code value I have taken some results. So whenever I enter this value, it should map this result. If I enter this value, it should map this result. Okay, save this condition. Means, see, when I enter the recharge amount and all, this value, when I give this value in the coupon code, right? For example, if I give the amount, recharge amount as 500, and if I give the coupon code as this one, code 001, then it should deduct the 50 value, and it should give in the output, it should throw 450 as the value which I should pay to the bank. So means it should detect the value, this coupon code which we are having here. So for that we have to define the expression, right? So that is nothing but a page level expression at activity level we'll define. So in order to define this expression, so in the activity rule we'll define the page level expression. Okay, before that one I need to configure one section also. A new section I'm going to configure, and I'm giving the name of the section as payment section. Okay, so in the first layout I'm going to use amount property, because inside this layout it should display the updated value here, because based on the coupon code the amount will change. Okay, so what are the value entered in the first form, the amount based on the coupon code it should update in the second form. And I want to make it as a read only field. So go to presentation, under edit option select read only, click on OK, and below the in the same section I'm using one more layout. I'm going to use a tabbed layout here. See, in the tabbed layout I want to give some options like payment options. Like, so first of all I'm just giving the labels only. In the coming sessions I'll do the mapping. Right now I'm only giving the structure of the structure of the page. I'm giving like debit card, next add one more tab. So inside the tabbed layout, next to the first tab place another tab. Already we have seen in the starting sessions. Once again we are using this tabbed layout. So use credit card option in the second tab. Again select tab option, and inside the layout add one more new tab and give a title for this. I'm taking as internet banking. Okay, here now you can drop the fields in each and every tab. Okay, I will just give a okay in the next sessions I'll configure the properties and all. Right now my requirement is only to display the updated value here. Okay, in the next sessions you will use this one, then I will configure the properties and all. Just save this one. We'll do more updations in the coming sessions for this page. Just to configure a flow action for this. And I will configure this flow action from the okay, I will open a case and I will configure a flow for this, and inside the flow I'll add this flow action name. So already name, stage name is already defined, and step name is also there. Just open this flow. Okay, inside this flow give the name of the flow action. Okay, already we have condition is there, flow is there. Okay, now we have to configure activity rule, a new activity we have to configure. Okay, so next thing is, from this class, from the PayTM class, we will configure a new activity. Inside that activity we will call this condition. Open activity rule. I am taking direct coupon amount as activity name. Click on open. Okay, here input and all we are getting from the work class level, right? Go to pages and classes and just give the work class name. What is the work class name here? My app hyphen. Work hyphen PayTM, and page name will be PY work page, and no need to map any data class. I'm not mapping to any data class here. Now one more thing is here. So first step, we will use property map decision table method, and in order to define this expression, so condition plus page role expression, so for calling the condition, method name is property map decision table, and to define the page role expression, that is amount is equal to amount minus coupon code is the expression we have to define. Okay, for that we will use anytime if you want to define page role expression inside activity, we will use property set method. Okay, using property set method we can define page level expressions inside activity. These two methods we will use inside this activity now. In step 1 property map decision table, and in step 2 to define page level expression we will use property set method. And one more thing here is, see, if you want to define an expression, see, both the properties must be of same data type, right? But here if you see, amount is a, so we have to define expression like amount is equal to amount minus coupon code. But here coupon code is a data type text here, and amount is a data type is integer. So then we cannot define an expression if it is the properties are of different data type here. Okay, then what we have to do is, so instead of coupon code property using the coupon code, we can add our own temporary property we can define in the activity. It means nothing but adding a new parameter. See, we cannot use the coupon code for defining expression here inside the property set. Then what we have to do, we can define our own parameter inside the parameters tab, and we can use that property inside this activity. So it will be only used inside this activity. Outside this activity we cannot use that property. So instead of coupon code property, I'm going to add one property as discount, and this discount property we have to map with the results of the coupon code. We have to map with the results of coupon code property. So how to map, I'll show in the parameters, method parameters we can do this one. So here the thing is, after defining the page and classes, go to parameters tab. Okay, in the parameters I'm using one temporary property. So these are temporary properties, not permanent, so we can use only within this activity, and take the property type as integer. Okay, now go to steps tab. In the method option we will use property map decision table. Expand this method. Okay, so it will ask, you will have two options like property name and decision table name. So first of all add the decision table name, and to which property we have to map the results. See, coupon code is having some results, right? So I need to map the property, some property to with these results. So that's the reason I'm going to use this parameter, right? So discount as a parameter I'm using. So whenever we add any parameters, the property name start with the keyword PARAM. Means if you want to define you or use this property in these parameters, if you want to define, click on down arrow. Under the parameters you have this property, right? Param.discount is a property name, and I'm mapping this property with the results of the coupon code condition. Okay, so already, so in the value under the property name I'm giving param.discount, and I'm mapping with the results of the coupon code property. So when I define a condition now, in the next step directly I can take amount is equal to amount minus param.discount I can use, because I am already mapping this property with the condition results, right? So next step, when I define the condition, I can directly use amount is equal to amount minus param.discount. Okay, so like this. Here if you are unable to use the coupon code directly, we can add our own temporary parameters and we can map with the condition results. Now in the next step we will use property set method. Expand this method. Now that is pyWorkPage.amount is equal to, under the value pyWorkPage.amount minus param.discount. Okay, this is the expression we define. Okay, any doubts in this? See, nothing. See here, if the coupon code and amount are same data types, directly we can use the coupon code in the property name, but here both the properties are different data type. So I'm using a temporary parameter and I'm mapping the property name with the condition results. Okay, so here amount minus, so what, whenever we end user enter the coupon code, right, this one, whenever end user enter the value here, automatically, so this value will map to the discount here, param.discount. When they enter this code, this value will map to the discount, means amount minus this value. Okay, if we enter the in the coupon code end user enter this value, means so automatically amount minus 100. So like this we have set a condition here. Okay, so like this everything we defined within the activity using the page level expression. Now save this activity, and anytime if you define any page level expressions and when you call the conditions inside activity, these activities we have to configure inside a flaction tool. See, previously in all the cases we are configuring the activity inside a flow diagram, but in this scenario, whenever you get a scenario, if you define any page level expressions or conditions, if you are calling inside activity, we have to configure the activity inside a flaction rule. Inside the flaction we have to configure this activity, means we have to open home screen flaction, open home screen flaction, from the actions tab. Okay, if you open the flaction, if you go to action tab, we have two options, pre-processing and post-processing. So pre-processing means, see, we will never use pre-processing in activities. So after submitting the data in the form only it will perform the action. So when end user enter the coupon code and all the results in the form, so then only, means maximum in all the cases, 100% of the cases we'll use post-processing only. Means we have option here, run activity. In the drop down we'll call that activity name. The activity name is direct coupon amount. Save this flaction, and no need to, already we configured this flaction inside the flow diagram. If you remember, we already configured the flaction in the flow diagram. So activity directly we are calling in the, from the flaction, from the action tab we are calling. So when I submit the input in the form, automatically it will read the coupon code and the value and the expression automatically. So based on this logic, okay, now directly run the case. Okay, give some input in the form. So compulsory for coupon code and amount we have to give. Amount I'm giving 700, and in the coupon code, so based on the condition, I will give code 003. Now in the next form, we have given a payment section, right? In the next form it should display, so post submission, see when this action will perform. So when it will read the activity means after submitting the form, means post processing it will perform the action. So after submitting the form, after giving the input in the form, and after submitting the data in the form, it will perform this action. Okay, so we have to submit the form now, then it will perform the action in the backend. It will read the condition and it will read the page level expression, and in the next page it will give the amount, updated amount it will give. I already configured amount property here. So based on the condition, based on the amount and the coupon code, you can see the value as 600 here, updated amount as 600. So in the next steps, we'll configure, we'll connect to the database. Okay, we'll generate more things in the coming sessions. Okay, so this is one way. So, and coupon code is not specific to any recharge type, it is common to all the types. And if you want to use a decision tree based on a specific recharge type, we can set the conditions. Okay, if you use a decision tree, we can give OR condition, and for each and every type we can define the coupon code conditions. Okay, that one I'll show in the next session. Similarly, we can use the map value and we can configure in the activity. Okay, those options you'll get in the next session. Okay, any questions on this? So like this, so based on our requirement, we can configure activities inside, we can configure these conditions inside flow. We know the purpose. If you want to configure in a flow, direct condition will configure. If you want to configure in activity means, so like this, along with the condition, if you want to define any expressions means, in this scenario we'll go with the activity rule. Okay, only if you don't want to add any expressions means, suppose in this scenario there is no need to add any expression means, you can directly configure in a flow using decision shape. But here I need to define some expression, page level expression I need to define. So compulsory I need to configure the condition inside activity using the method. Then we can define the what are the expression you want, we can define using the property set method. Okay, so try these examples. Similarly, we'll see with the decision tree and map value also, so how they will work in the activity rules. Okay, any questions? Yes, tell me. Okay. See, if you suppose, if same thing, if you writing the code, how much time it will take? If it takes 1 week time, in here it will be done in maximum 1 or 2 days it will be. So if you compare with any programming language, so there it will take around one week to 10 days it will take if you want to define the same condition using the code. But here maximum it will take 1 day. So and multiple developers will be working. So if you compare, so there will be lot of time will reduce here, so it will save more time. So when we compare with the programming, if you want to define the same conditions and methods using the programming, it may take 10 days or more than 10 days, 15 days it will take, same logic. So if they want to define, but here it will save so much time, right? So we directly have the inputs, we have what are the requirements we need to define, we have, so it takes very less time if you compare. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll have a document, no, not difficult. We have a documentation thing, like, so every time we will generate a documentation to the application. So that it will be easy. So under which case the flows we have. It's just a not even a 20 seconds process documentation. So everyone will have a documentation that one. So PEGA only will generate that one. So they can follow that one. Every time they'll have the documentation with them. So what are the things, under which case, what are the conditions they have. So everything from starting I will show in the coming sessions. So from starting to ending, what are the properties, what activities, what conditions are there in which case, what are the flows we have. Everything case wise we can generate. Okay, it will be easy to identify. You will not get any phase because we will divide the modules, right? So there will not be any issues like that. It will be easy, very easy to find out. Around 40%, 35 40% cover. Yeah, 35 to 40. Yeah. So we'll be using these advanced things and all in the coming sessions. Okay. So next session will be on my Tuesday, guys. Tuesday morning means for you Monday, US students Monday night, and next session will be on Tuesday morning 6 a.m. IST. Okay, so no session on Sunday, and for you Sunday night, so no session. So on Monday night for you. Okay, IST timings Tuesday morning 6 a.m. IST. So because practice the things. Okay, again if I continue like this, so first of all try to complete the practical sessions. If you will get some time right in the weekend, so complete all the sessions. Any doubts I'll take in the coming session. Okay, I'm considering everyone, guys, because some people cannot follow because they don't have time in the weekdays, because so many requested me. So next session will be on Tuesday 6 a.m. IST. Okay. Yeah, so many students requested me. Okay. So just today, so Sunday and Monday night will be there for you. So till Monday night time will be there, complete the sessions. Okay, meanwhile. Okay. Where in the decision tree? Okay, decision table, that is a different thing. Okay, if you want to edit the conditions manually, we can edit from the Excel, but it will not work properly in the personal edition. It will use, means if you want to import any conditions, we can import. No, no, they will, no, no, they will not give. They will never give. They will only give the specification only. They will not define any conditions. So only we has to define. They will only give the structure of the condition, or some requirement they will give. So they will never define any condition. business analyst level. We only has to manually we have to define based on the requirement. Yeah. So Excel will be there for tables and every rule it will be there. So just we can import, just we can export the condition, that's it. Okay, so we'll see in the next week guys. Thank you.